Hello,
Hello, everyone. I'm Kayla.
I'm Em. Welcome back to the Witching Hour. We're back.
Yeah, we've missed you.
We missed you.
I missed you.
I missed you. Great. Like, we haven't had a show since last October. I was looking through the text, and I was looking through the text to check. I just started seeing like all the excuses we had, which are all, I shouldn't call excuses. I should just call them life events
Yeah,
that we can catch up on really quick of what happened between then and now. And it is pretty crazy that just like one thing happened after the next for
it was
both of
like
us.
literally a 6 months of a lot of turbulence, perhaps.
Yeah, and 6 months of a lot leading up to still more.
Yeah,
It's
like it
still
never
like
ended. Yeah.
it's snowballing. We had a show last October, and w- maybe we can just speed run through this in a way that doesn't feel like we're asking for pity, but just being completely honest, and also like we're doing okay,
Yeah.
and
Like
we made it
we
through.
we are fine, but the world is in chaos, as maybe you all us here to have together have noticed.
Totally, like our pain is not special, or but we are sharing it because
Yeah.
this is our show.
Because we get to do whatever we want. This is our space and our
This
world.
is our
Welcome to
show.
it.
Yeah, so we're already like it's not cringe to share on your own show. I don't think
No.
you're watching the show. Thank you so
And
much.
even
You know
if it
what?
is, we're both millennials. Wait, you're a millennial, right?
I am a millennial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so who cares if we're cringe? That's like our birthright, you know?
it really is. Also, I got so off track that I forgot to say that we are a Trident Network production. We're
Yeah, we
back.
are.
Obviously, we're out of practice. We're just obviously we haven't seen each other in a while.
Just excited to be here.
We are excited to be back. We are a Trident Network production, and the Trident Network is a wonderful network that brings all sorts of entertainment. It's a three-pronged network. There's live shows like this one. There's podcasts, video sketches. It's a really cool group of people. It's the reason we're here, and it's usually the founder, Val Agnew, is here as our Sky Mommy. She is home with her baby Alice, and that's fair.
And that's
And
fair because motherhood is important.
it's true. She birthed this network, and then she had a actual baby, and that took precedent.
So she
And
basically has twins,
she kind of has twins, Irish twins.
Irish twins on this St. Patrick's Day.
On the it is St. Patrick's Day. I didn't even. Yep,
Yep.
good pun, Em. And Alice turned one probably a while ago now, but I went to her birthday, and it was really fun.
Oh
She
my
was
gosh. Happy birthday, Alice.
happy birthday, Alice. Really great at working a crowd. A lot
Of
of
course,
social
look at the
energy.
parents. Look at the parents. Of course, that's going to be an
Mhm.
entertainer.
Yeah. So usually Val would be here. She's not, but she's here tonight in spirit. So, Val, we love you. If you're watching, which maybe you are, go to bed or put
Yeah.
Alice to bed.
Well, we are also the witching hour, in case you're wondering where you are. We're not one of those little gaming shows, but what is life but a game? And what is our tools to get through life but astrology, tarot, and all things mystical, which is exactly what we talk about here.
If you couldn't get that vibe already from all the vamping that
Yeah.
we've done, that's pretty much the show. Yeah, we are too. We take ourselves very seriously and then not seriously at all. We
We
are a
embody the spectrum that is life.
yeah,
Yeah.
not most Twitch streamers, I would say, can't can't juggle just like the two opposing forces that you must always carry in life. And I think we can, and that's what we have to
Exactly.
offer that
Exactly.
we put on the table. And also it's a cool show. You can like smoke weed while you watch. And so with that in
Oh,
mind, I think we should all get on the same page before we start the show. That's right, we haven't even started yet.
we haven't
Um,
even started.
is that some water in a very fancy glass?
Yeah, no, this is a gravity bong, and that this is what I'm choosing to do today.
Wow. And I have this little Benjamin, but look at Kayla's. It's
But
much
doesn't
better.
this look like adult? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it better if I go like this?
It
Doesn't
does.
this
It looks
look like it could just be a vase?
yeah, or like a fancy cocktail mixer. It's very
Yes.
adult.
Nope. It is a three compartment. Oh no, no, I lifted it in water. Little gravity bong. So beautiful. So that to be said, smoking can be mature.
Smoking can be mature. Just look at us. We're in our 30s.
Yeah. Yeah. 33. I'm in my Jesus year. Don't forget.
Hell yeah. 31 and 32.
Having fun.
Having fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm turning 32 next month, and I'll come up with a better one.
32. Look at you.
Look at you.
Look at you.
Thanks,
We'll
Jesus.
come up with a different one. Anyway, guys, let's all get on the same plane so that we can freely explore this. Yeah.
This, us, each other, everything. So everybody from wherever you are, everybody take a deep breath in.
And let it out. And then maybe take another deep breath in. Oh, I'm out of pace. And whenever you're ready, let that out.
That was a hero's hit from Kayla.
I'll take one more little deep breath, and then we're putting this
One
away
more
for the
if you want to. One more at home. My God, Jesus.
And now we
Oh my God, Kayla.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna make for a good Oh hell yeah!
That kid in the remember that scene where they smoke weed in the Breakfast Club, and he does that, and Michael Anthony Hall's just like, I thought
And
that's
that could be you.
that
I
could
don't
be
know if
me.
you've ever thought about doing impressions, but maybe that should be one.
Yeah, I just I just smoke a joint and put sunglasses on. I do that already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us here. This is our space. This is where we come
Welcome.
and talk. Welcome. Come
Yeah,
to talk
this is
and
no judgment. Everything is right and everything is wrong.
yeah. And you've got two ends of the like it's evening time for me, or it's like nighttime for me. It's 8:00 p.m.
Only 6 where I am. The sun is
Only
still
6
out.
where you are, and that trips me up every time.
I know.
And
Isn't
I'm
it
just
crazy?
getting started.
It truly is. It truly is. If I was bartending, we would just now be getting busy.
And I would be probably tipsy already.
Yeah, exactly.
And we think we like have a yin yang that way. We're both sides of it.
That's why it always works out. Even though, wait, I am moving at the end of the month. Will I be in the same time zone again as you?
Do you want to tell people where you're moving?
Oh yeah, I am moving for 2 years to Kentucky to help build up. They're in Eastern, so I think I will be time traveling, and I'll be like an hour ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm just looking it up.
Yeah, I'm moving to help build their comedy and storytelling program at a theater out there for 2 years.
That's really cool. If you want to if you have a link or anything, if you want to find it and drop it.
Oh,
or we
not
could post
yet,
it somewhere.
but I will. That is a good idea. Now I should probably start thinking about marketing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for you. This is very you. Kayla hosted a storytelling show, co-hosted a storytelling show in Chicago. Just you have a gift for it. So I'm glad you're spreading it around.
It's gonna be great.
And getting away from the fires. Kayla had to evacuate.
I think it'll be a nice breath of fresh air, literally and physically and mentally and emotionally for 2 years.
I'm really excited for you. That's the start of a journey.
It is.
Just like
any I still will be doing tarot out there too. So maybe amping that shit up or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also online, and look at us. We're in space right now.
We're in space and time. Nothing can stop us. Sorry, I think I cut you off though.
No, it's okay. I mean, this is what allows us to exist in the same space. Is there's no time or place here.
Exactly.
It's just space. I was just saying you're going on a journey, and just like any good journey, I think begins with like something that grounds you.
Oh yeah. Like something that makes me feel like the earth is on my side, perhaps?
Yeah, something like maybe like an herb of the day.
Hey!
It's St. Patrick's Day. So I did clover. And this is a different kind of clover, but it's still clover. And I was reading up on this. It's great. This is red clover. Red clover and white clover are both, and many other kinds of clover. have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. They've often been used for like there's a lot of like things about like its usefulness for menopause specifically, menopause and like period cramps. So I don't know. It seems like I remember it being in some of the teas we had at Coffee Tea Exchange.
Ooh, that's what I was just asking. Can it be a tea and can I smoke it?
You can smoke it, I believe, the buds, not the leaves, and then same thing for
Oh,
tea.
interesting. Okay. I'm into that. I feel like that is also something why I'm excited to move to Kentucky because I feel like we know the community there a little bit more. I am about to be a tea bitch, I think.
I can see this for you.
Yeah.
33, Jesus here.
Yeah.
Um,
Gathering, foraging, the earth is healing me because I
hmm,
also my period cramps out of control. I'll say it. They've been turning on me. And I don't know if I guess I haven't been taking care of myself as well, but I need something different than like Advil. You know what I mean? That is also making me feel like I'm dying in a different way.
yeah, I remember there's a tea that had, well, technically, if you want to be snobby about it, it's a tisane because a tea has
That's
caffeine.
snobby about it.
Um, but it was an herbal blend or tisane that had, and I forget all of that it's in it. It's called women's tea, but like it should be called something else. But because it's for like period cramps
Yeah, yeah,
specifically,
yeah.
and red clover and red raspberry leaf were both in it.
Yes, because you gave me red raspberry leaf and it did help when I had it.
Good. It should.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Do you think that this, because I feel like I have never seen clover like this, and the
Mhm.
way, what do you think this smells like?
I don't know. I know that I've had. Might be a cup up, but like floral.
Yeah.
I know that
Okay, I'm in. I see where you're going.
because there's clover honey that you can get, and that's
Oh,
just made from bees who have what's it called? Um, uh, what is it called when bees
pollinate.
pollinate?
Bye.
Pollinate clover. They pollinate clover and then make honey, and it's clover honey. And I just know it smells floral and tastes kind of floral.
Ooh. Okay.
So it's
I'm
another
in.
way to get your clover in, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
happy St. Patrick's Day. One cool thing about Chicago is we dye the river green every year. Heard of
Missed
it?
it.
It is my friend of it, my partner's friend, Patrick Duffy. He's not watching this. He is a plumber in the Chicago's plumber union, and he got to be the one to dye the river last year and this year. It's the
You
plumbers
know
who
the
do it.
celebrity. That means that you are Chicago royalty
Chicago
by
royalty.
association. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal. The plumbers do it every year. It's a closely guarded secret, the recipe that does it. Other cities have tried to do it, not successful as
Wait,
Chicago.
what made them fail?
I don't
Like
know
color?
because it's some mixture. I know that it's like an orange mixture that's like made from like vegetable or like stuff that's like safe for the wildlife and the ecosystem. And when
Yeah.
it reacts with the river, it turns it that bright green color. The formula, though,
It's a chemical reaction, is what you're telling me right now?
chemical reaction is what I'm telling you.
This is way more deep than I thought.
There's so much science behind. I'm in trade school right now, so it's a lot of science. Um, but yeah, no, they throw it in the river. It does that. So other cities are like, we could do that, and they've tried,
And they can't.
it just doesn't, and nobody will spill on the recipe. So take that, other
The
cities
other
with
city.
rivers.
Yeah. Okay, that is fascinating.
That's
Well,
Chicago, baby.
that's Chicago, baby. A truly green city because I think all their government buildings run on clean air or something like that as of this month or something.
That's the projected goal, I think. Yes,
Interesting. Well, if
we love
happened,
here.
good job.
Good job, Chicago. ComEd
Good.
is corrupt, but we are pretty good about using green
You
energy.
know, you can only have one thing, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's like the triangle of yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
think we picked well.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so too.
hell yeah. Well, astrologically,
Mm,
we had a big week.
huh.
Um,
I felt it.
felt it?
Yeah, did you feel it?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I was home for I was visiting my mom, and I forgot that it was a full moon, full blood moon, full like, lunar eclipse in Virgo. Um, where were you for the full moon?
I was at work, so crazy, bartending crazy, but I had done a lot of my meditation work and stuff the night before, so I felt as grounded as I could be, but I was like, wow, everything is wilding and all my emotions inside are screaming like a wolf.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would say same.
Yeah, yeah. And isn't it insane? Here's what I felt like was weirdest about this is that I do feel like this week I really was like, oh, I do have every single emotion inside of me, and I have to befriend every single one of them. And that felt a
Like
little
what,
overwhelming.
like what was coming up for you?
Yeah. Well, what was coming up? Just like
Mhm.
every single thing. I feel like I'm in like the shadow of my Saturn return. So it's like really an integration moment of my life. And that feels insane,
Yeah.
you know?
That does feel very um like I found my like sensory overload or like just information overload leaving the apartment, like just I found myself kind of like isolating because of that.
Ah, same.
And I yeah, I like I was home visiting my mom for the full moon because she's home. My dad was out of town on this like work trip, and my mom's been dealing with some health stuff, so I went home. Um, and I will say, like, we don't usually have like we kind of like keep it surface level conversation. She was like opening up to me about like shit about her like her sister and everything. And it might be because she'd been like home alone for a bit and I was the first person she'd seen in a little bit. But I
Mm.
just remember that about the full moon and lunar eclipses, like, oh man, Susan's opening up. And so I kind of felt like that. So like and it was like not a good like she was like upset and she was like um so it wasn't like a positive moment per se, but it was like, oh damn, I don't know. I felt that full moon wise, just kind
I
of like broke.
wonder do you know what your mom's placements are?
She's a Libra, and I don't know her other.
Libra is one of the, because the nodes are changing from Libra, some Libra placements we're going through it. So shout out astrology and your mom opening up.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
She's
Whatever that moon, those planets need to go. Crack it on
whatever they
open.
gotta do. But yeah, mostly a lot of turmoil. Like that was the one part I was like, oh man, this is a cool tearing everything up moment. Uh, yeah, difficult. Every day, and like
Yeah.
it's becoming like banal
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah. And it feels like the world is like mirroring that. So it just feels a little apocalyptic emotionally.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
We're also back in the shadow of Mercury in retrograde until the first week of April, I think.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like it's nice to be able to point and be just like, okay, this is why I'm feeling bad. But it's like, well, it's that and also like everything else.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it feels very like all the pots are boiling and but I still have to keep cooking and I'm just not really sure what's up.
Yeah. Like it seems like we're both like just becoming like blunted to it and just becoming like exhausted by it. And I don't want that to like I don't want to like fall into like complacency, and I don't want to but also like man, just like again over and over, like every day we wake up to more news. Every day
Yeah.
it's worse every day.
Well, and I don't think
Um
it's complacent because I think also too, we still have to live. We still have to like survive in the ways we have to. So sometimes in the moment, you guys got to do what you can and know that like as you take care of yourself, it's going to be better and different, right? I hope. Oh God, please.
I hope, I don't know. I think sometimes it like puts my other problems into perspective where I'm just like, why don't I care about my stupid little whatever when this, and then other times it just makes everything harder to
Yeah,
deal with in general. Like it does both. Um so
back
yeah,
and forth.
I like I would love to do a spread with you or a card draw, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
think what the right like
Thing is,
the right thing is the right attitude because yeah, I'm so in like just sit still and survive mode almost, and I don't
yeah,
want to be. So I guess maybe just around feeling stuck or
yeah. Unstuck or maybe just like where to focus the energy for the month or something like that.
Sure. That's
Yeah.
nice. I like that.
Do you want to draw?
We could do what cards? What decks do you have with you?
Well, I'm in my tarot room, so I have all my decks with
Oh my
me. So I
god.
have my regular communal deck, I have my pot tarot, I have my oracle cards, I have my Alice in Wonderland cards, or I know you have your queer cards.
Yes. I honestly, can we do the pot tarot card? I don't think we've ever
Yes.
drawn
Oh my
from
God,
that.
I love the pot one.
Yeah.
I
Can I tell
feel
you how, like several people have expressed to me that they were like, yeah, January, my goal was to, they were either going to quit weed or cut down on weed. And then everyone else just like, yeah. And then like, I just told myself that I get to do whatever I need to stay alive.
yeah, no, 100%. And I feel like this deck is like kind. You know what I mean? It's like the gentle love that sometimes you need from tarot. Sometimes my Alice in Wonderland is like tough love one, and I'm like, yikes. But
Right.
sometimes that's what you need. But right now it feels like we need some more tenderness a little bit, right?
I think we could all use a little more tenderness, definitely.
Okay.
While you shuffle, I'll think about that.
Yeah. I'm just
Everyone, just take a deep breath. Take a moment. See, we can be quiet.
yeah. And just like noticing the breath too. Like, oh, we can also like make ourselves have a moment of peace like within chaos, right? Like in ourselves.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that says 8, right? The 8 of joints is what it looks like.
Yes. Um,
So,
is
so
that like, is it a direct parallel to like swords or wands?
yes, let's see. So I'll look it up for us. Let's see. Okay. The suit of joints represent wands. So fire energy, wand energy, matters of spirituality, creativity, energy, and passion. No joint is lit without the aid of fire. Okay, we see you.
Okay. Very
Okay, let's
specific.
see. And I'll read what this says, but then we can decipher it as we please. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Okay. 8 of joints. There's a lot going on with this card. There's moving and shaking on the horizon, whether that's in your work life, creative pursuits, or relationships. This is good, but things are moving fast, so keep your wits and your joints about you. So I feel like this card is in the traditional deck is the wands like kind of flying through the sky, right?
Yeah, it's just like motion down like towards something.
And like travel and things that are moving fast. I think that that's kind of like for eclipse season, not a that kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, it makes sense for you. I mean, like you are literally traveling soon.
Yeah. Oh my God, exactly. And maybe even too, if we're thinking about where to like focus our energy or how to get us unstuck, it's that we have to keep the momentum up, but to keep the momentum going, we have to be grounded, right? Like it's almost like when people are doing that like American warrior shit, whatever that thing is. And it's like the
Hmm.
ones where they have to like run really fast, like on the things, or like the thing is moving. It's like you have to keep your center of gravity, but you have to keep going to make it to the end, right? So
Yeah,
that's
totally.
how it feels to me. What do you think?
It does feel, yeah, I think I'm like I love what this deck has done. Like it's not just like, oh, cute weed, like they actually like make it work for the message they want to send. I like that. I think you do sometimes like in relating to this to like we but like everyone's been having a hard time recently, right? And I think like the thing with being depressed is it really unfortunately does work if you a lot of times it works if you like get yourself up and just start moving, like
Yeah.
literally some like a lot of times literally, and it will lead to the next thing and the next thing, and like it will keep going, and sometimes like it is like a momentum thing. I feel that we have a lot of things. like socially. I feel like, you saw what happened when we all like stopped socially, and then it was weird. You had to reintegrate, and I felt that like in a smaller way recently because I've had all these health things, and I've had to like be inside for like months, and it is just like you slowly just like start talking to people more and more and more if you feel this way. Like and then like, oh, it is a state, like I don't
Yeah,
know,
it's like a fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? It's like
totally. And
sometimes, yes.
yeah, and like nobody's sitting there that's gonna like kick you into gear. I mean, sometimes for sure, but like you have sometimes you really just have to pick yourself up and just go. And I
Yeah.
hate that. That
No, and it
unfortunately it is.
sucks. And it sucks. And sometimes you also need therapy or medication or X, Y, and Z to help you do
Mhm.
those things, right? But ultimately, once those things have helped you, you have to like help yourself a little bit, Which
Yeah,
sounds annoying and is.
yeah, and it's like a tough lesson to learn every time.
Yeah.
'Cause I would forget.
Every time that I remember that I'm the hero in my hero's journey, I get pissed off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I keep forgetting and relearning every week and
Yeah.
day.
Every fucking week. How is
Every
that
week.
possible? It's like I don't know. Have you ever read oh my God, is this I don't even know if this is allowed to be said. I don't know. I hope to God he hasn't done anything weird. But there's a Chuck Palahniuk book called Diary, and it's about basically like his version of like reincarnation, but this person has to keep living this life over until they figure out like the murder or something like that. That's what it feels like, you know? And every
Okay.
time they get to the point where they have like failed, they're like, they remember all of a sudden that they've lived it before. And it's like, damn it. You know what I mean? That's how it feels sometimes.
It's like a very darker Groundhog Day. And I
Yeah.
think Groundhog Day might even be darker.
But either way, that would, no, I don't want to live that. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but that's how
That's
you
why you
feel
got to
right
keep
now.
moving. You got to keep shaking and
Gotta
moving.
keep moving and shaking. Yeah,
And
for
also,
real.
I will say for me, in healthy amounts does help me keep moving and keep shaking.
Weed in healthy amounts, is that what you said?
Yeah.
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 Whatever gets you, yeah, whatever gets you going.
Yeah. Whatever gets the shaking.
Whatever gets you going.
Yeah.
Speaking of whatever gets you going, I think it's time to do a group spread now that we've done a draw
Yes.
for ourselves. So let me get us. There's a lot of ways to do group spreads. A 3 card format is usually pretty popular, and there's a lot of different types of those, right? There's like internal, external, like balance. There's past, present, future. Um, but we want to
Maybe
do one of our. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say maybe a little bit more fun one.
maybe a little bit more fun one because it's after hours and we're cool and we smoke weed. I think we should do one of our favorite spreads, which yeah, it's fuck Mary Kill.
Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is.
Could a cool millennial do this? Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 3 cards. I chose the cards in honor of St. Patrick's Day. There's a theme. See if you can spot the theme.
Oh,
That's kind of
point
fun.
Dolphins. Isn't that a Trident network? Dolphins for who gets the most points.
Dolphins for who uses the most points. Oh, I can't go those out. That's right. Um, the first card we have. So we're. Oh yeah. So this is what it sounds like. We're gonna do 3 cards, and we have to choose whether to fuck, marry, or kill them. Everyone has to participate.
And it's serious.
This is a group community draw. Everyone has to participate.
Yes.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah. Otherwise, why even live?
Why are we even here right now? First card we have is the Magician from the Major Arcana.
Ooh.
We're seeing him here in just the traditional Rider Waite form.
I love.
Look at him. I really like he's kind of it's giving like many of the clothing in many of these. It's just giving like Roman senator kind of.
Ooh.
Who's like smart and likes to have fun and like has something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
A little magical.
It's giving
Um,
like I'm creating whatever I want.
yeah, I could see him meeting him like at an open mic or something.
Yeah.
Um,
But
so I could
also
very much
somebody that only wants to use like sex toys. You know what I mean? Look at all the things on the table.
like he's really kinky. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I can see that. He is magician, wand and a rabbit. He's a Chapel Roan song.
Yeah. As somebody who has been intimate with some magicians,
For real?
Weird. Yeah, weird.
Like you've been with more than one magician? Can I ask?
Well, I think like 2, and that's enough for a lifetime.
That is enough. That's more than I think I have. I
That's
think.
what you think. There's more people that are magicians than you think out
I
there.
feel like that would be some information that would front load though, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be their whole thing.
Depend.
But
Yeah. And both of these people, it was hugely their personality. So yeah.
I want to know more, and I'll ask more questions later because
Well,
we have
one
to
was honestly selling me weed, so it would kind of felt it was got complicated.
a magician who sells weed. I believe
That's
it.
what I'm trying to say. Isn't that insane? Only again in Chicago.
Only in
Right at the
Chicago.
Granville stop.
Everybody go to Chicago Magic Lounge. It rules. It's worth your time, I promise. I don't know if he's there or not.
No, I have to tell you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Our next card is the Seven of Cups. Dreams and illusions. We've got the cups with all the little different things coming out. Speaking of all sex toys on the table.
I was gonna say, this is giving like group sex. It's giving like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Do you think this is kind of a polycule that you'd be joining?
Ooh.
That we want to say for this?
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see.
It's whatever you interpret it to be, whatever you need it to be. That's what it's given for me.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm turned out. I would have, like, yeah, it's giving, if anything, fuck for me. Fuck or kill.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
Far from kill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm interested then in who you're going to be killing.
It's true, because our third option is the lovers. Speaking of multiple lovers. So that would definitely
Oh, okay. I actually know exactly what I'm doing.
Really?
Do I? Yeah, I do.
The
Only
magician.
because of my colored past, as I just told everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You're killing the magician?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And then
I'm revealing everything? Okay, yes.
I don't know if you want.
No, I will. I'm killing I'm the musician is almost what I said. I'm killing the magician.
Yes.
I'm marrying the lovers, and I'm fucking the Seven of Cups.
Okay. I think that would work out really well for you.
I think so too. I feel like that's really going to work out for my lifestyle.
Yeah, because like I like that it's like the lovers, like I'm looking at the Rider-Waite deck that I had, or like they're just like standing naked by some fruit trees, and like that's just kind of how I picture you in LA.
Yeah,
not the naked part, but like you could, but like
it's giving like rich couple that's letting me be the girlfriend, and they're also like letting me like live in their mansion that has like a ton of lemon trees in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I hope you don't mind then. I bet you guys are open though, because I'm gonna fuck the lovers. I'm gonna fuck, and I'm gonna marry the magician. And I'm gonna
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill your fuck buddy, the Seven of Cups.
It's okay. There's always another key club. There's always another group.
There's another one. And I love that you said the musician. I think that was on purpose because
it was like a true Freudian slip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would lump musicians and magicians like ego-wise in the same category.
Really?
Yeah.
Both performers with very niche audiences.
Yeah, and both I would bear to say performative as well.
Where do you rank them among like comedians?
Oh, interesting. I do feel like comedians are separate because they're like dirtier. You know what I mean?
And dirtier than magicians and musicians?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah, because think about what I've seen.
I can't imagine. I'm glad you ended up.
And don't, is what I'll say. And don't.
But we both get our happy ever after.
Yes.
And that's great.
Yeah.
And
even if we have to live in different timelines, you know what I mean? So our lovers don't die.
Yeah, and you kill the magician, but he's a magician, so I think he could.
Oh, he'll come back.
Rise back, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The classic magician trick, rising again.
Rising back up. Cool. Well, I think we should move on. But everybody, thank you for keeping it in your pants and playing along. I think we really. Oh, and did you guess the theme? It was there's a snake in every card for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Yep, magician has a snake.
Yes.
Right
no, you did.
and then there's one coming out of the cup, and then there's one on the tree in the Lovers. Thank you, St. Patrick, getting rid of all the snakes.
Love. Well, but I think, okay, but we do have to say that I think that that's metaphor for that happened.
The snakes are?
Yeah. Because I feel like I really like looked, I remember last year looking it up and being like, wait, I think this is like the Christianized Irish holiday, because I think that it was a metaphor for them like basically having like wiped out like the pagans.
I'm gonna research that maybe
Yeah.
really quick.
Yeah, everyone
But
should look it up, but I feel like somebody told me that and I was like, wait, what?
if anybody in the chat knows, Saint Patrick, you know what? Somebody look it up and let us know.
Yeah.
And just egg on our face if we missed that. But thanks for Kayla for bringing that up. I actually don't know.
So everybody look up
And
the
I'm so
holidays. I feel
embarrassed.
like we just need to be researching every holiday, perhaps.
I feel so embarrassed that I did not prepare. I did so much preparation for this episode.
No, you did. You did so much.
And I did so much stuff with St.
It's probably because
Patrick's
my
Day.
2 gravity bong hit sent me to space, and ancestors told me I had to say that. You know.
Yeah. I did so much with St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't research St. Patrick's Day. And
Because he just want to have fun. You
if
know what I
I
mean?
get canceled for this,
No,
I
it would.
understand.
Okay, then everyone would be canceled. You
I
won't
will
be
do,
canceled from it because we all have to grow and learn. You know.
and but I'll do a notes app apology.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But that's
Screenshot.
on the Patreon. That's on the Patreon. That's on the Patreon.
That's on the Patreon. Wow. Well, here we are at our full moon.
Yeah.
Oh well, we loved. What a rough transition, but listen, we love to talk about the moon.
We did.
But it really is something physical that goes in a cycle that we can actually predict. So it's a really nice thing to cling to when there's a lot of other uncertainties going on every single day.
A great way to check in. Where am I? Who am I? What's going on?
Yeah, it's something physical. It's real. It's right there. You can see it changing. So I like that. Nobody can dispute the facts of that. Or I guess they do actually. They can, don't they?
Yes.
Anyway, but so that's why we like to talk about the moon so much. And we did have this big full moon lunar eclipse a full week ago. And we have Aries season starts on the 21st.
Yes.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yep, this weekend. And do you have any thoughts you want to start with, Kayla?
Well, I will say that I do have what I brought to offer people today is some journal prompts, because we might still be feeling like chaotic, and then maybe some focusing we can do for the astrology of tomorrow. How do you feel about that?
I love that.
Okay. Well, from like the work, do you want to talk about the blood moon first? Would that make more sense? And then I give the prompts to help us work through what happened.
Sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, full blood moon. It's also the full worm moon is the like farmer's almanac word for it. And I learned that it wasn't just because it's like spring and the worms are popping up, but also because there's like native tribes would see like it's beetle larvae that's they go in tree bark, and then when they start coming out of the tree bark, it looks like worms coming out, and that happened around this time. So that's just another reason to love farmer's almanac.
Yeah.
But full blood moon, and it was a full lunar eclipse. So typically a time of like a lot of big shakeups, and it was called the full blood moon because it's a lunar eclipse, and when it fully overlaps, it has this like orangish reddish hue. So yeah, and it was in Virgo too. So it's just like a lot of practical shaking up of things. It makes me think of like hard but necessary change. What I had written was like, is it the wrong choice, or is it just a really hard choice? Like, because we can really like resist change for so long. It's like we can make ourselves really do mental gymnastics. So I think especially with like Virgo's like practical kind of like force, it's really a time this week with like, I think just being aligned with intuition and like knowing in your gut, and knowing what needs to happen, even if you don't know how it's going to happen yet. And yeah, just aligning with that. I was thinking a lot about there's the movie that came out this last year. I saw the TV Glow, and if you haven't seen it, it's not everyone's cup of tea movie wise, but it's one of the best. Martin Scorsese loved it and had it on his list, and that really struck me because it's like this trans movie. It's like a big trans metaphor, um, but I think it aligns also with just like the impossible choice of like making a change that like is going to be so painful, you know it, but you also like on the other side not changing and just staying is also equally if not more painful.
Yes.
And I think it captures it, the movie does, in a story in a way that I found really cool. Not everybody did, but Martin Scorsese did. And so I just think that's what I've been thinking of this blood moon. Um, and but it just in general, we're in a lunar eclipse, and it's bringing up a lot of feelings.
Yeah. No, exactly. I feel so similarly. Like it is like you just have to make the choice, and in that way, for me it kind of meant like releasing some aspects of like perfectionism, because like waiting to make the choice until it's perfect is like too long, because sometimes it might never be perfect. So it is like you just have to make the change and show up as you are and then work towards it after that. Does that make sense? Is that crazy?
Yeah, no, it's the inertia thing again. Like, just do it, and then the next step will reveal itself, and then the next, and then the next.
Yeah. So with that, with those themes, I have some like little journal prompts if you're still feeling chaotic and like you want to like chill from this things, like how can we ground ourselves? So I think one of them is like, where have you have okay, where has intellectual brain been holding you back? Like you're in where have you been intellectualizing that's been holding you back? What is an intuitive nudge that you've been resisting to feel or action, and what might happen if you trust it? How can you keep the truth but lose the need for perfectionism? What stories have you outgrown, and how can you rewrite them to empower and expand you? I just feel like those were like helpful for me, so I wanted to share them with y'all, see what's going on. Even if you aren't because I think you shared earlier that you've been like draw journaling. So even if those things just like made you feel anything, it's just a way to get it out, to release it, to let it go with the full moon so we can move forward, right?
Yeah, I
Hell
like
yeah.
that. It seems like a lot of them are just like fresh starts, like everything's shaken up and can be rearranged however you need it to be.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I like that. And you said that you've been physically journaling a lot more, right?
Yeah. And checking in on my journals. Like I feel like something I would do is I would journal and then like never go back to it. So it like felt like how can I see a cycle, right, without working it through? So I've been rereading my journals at the end of the week to kind of just be like, oh my God, what was this week even really like? You know?
Yeah, I like that. I'm usually so afraid of rereading my old journals.
Yeah, it is scary and sometimes sad, but also sometimes happy. So it's all of the thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been yeah, I've been like visual journaling, and like I'm not like I don't like I can't draw very well, but I've always enjoyed it, and so I feel like there's a hump for a lot of people to be just like, oh, it's so embarrassing to draw even in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
Um but I found this YouTube like old guy who's just very encouraging, and one exercise he had that I enjoyed that I've been doing is you just put in a song and just like make marks to the song. And it doesn't need to be of anything. Just like go to the song, then put on a completely different song and make marks to that song. And I've been doing that in my journaling sometimes, and it's been cool
I
because it kind
love
of does
that.
capture like a mood. And then it's just like fun, and then you're not doing it to leave a product. It's just like to literally express yourself. So a little bit of
Yes,
art therapy I've been enjoying.
I love that. Okay, good job. Another great way to work through the chaos of the moon.
Can't find the words? There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I do want to say I did want to give a little warning because tomorrow the whole astrology of March has kind of been eclipsy or whatever. But tomorrow might be like a little extra frustrating. There's a trine from the moon to both Mars and Saturn, which puts energy of like focus, productivity, energy. It kind of puts it like on hold, makes it a little bit misunderstood. So because of that, I would really just encourage you if you're feeling stressed to just like take a step back. Remember, sometimes it is a little bit brighter on the other side. So make little and small adjustments tomorrow to kind of force yourself into the sun when it's feeling a little gloomy and all. And maybe give other people grace because they're probably also feeling the same fucking way, you know?
Absolutely. I do think that's one positive of right now is like I think there's a little bit more like empathy for like the our brotherhood of mankind, like just all but trying to get through the day together.
Yeah.
Um, it
Yeah.
is kind of uniting.
Yeah. Every day might be feeling like kind of a fork in the road, right? But we
Mhm.
just have to make a choice, just that one choice that one day. Move forward and realize that everybody else is trying to make the best choice too.
Absolutely. And just make that first step.
Yeah. 100, 100, even when it feels annoying. Just the one step is going to get us out of wherever we are, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I say that now, and I'm gonna absolutely go against my own advice
Oh my
sometimes,
God,
but then I'll come
absolutely.
back to it.
That's what
Absolutely.
that's what I'll journal about. You know what I mean? And I'll be like,
Mhm.
okay.
Unfortunately, it works.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
many things. Um, well, let's go back to our opening, guys. It's been so nice sharing this time with y'all. I
I know
can't
I
believe
missed
it's
it.
like I already miss it. Like it's been we feels like years, but
Hmm.
about like 4 months. So we're really happy to be back. So thank you to the people who stayed and watched.
Yes, we appreciate you. And we
We
appreciate the
appreciate
people that are
you.
watching on the replay.
All the replays on YouTube. And yeah, that's another great thing about the Trident Network. I think that we should mention is like we exist on so many different platforms, including YouTube and Twitch. And so when Meta and Facebook invariably like implodes,
Yeah.
we will
Or
survive.
becomes our overlord, whichever.
Yeah, we'll still have a digital footprint here. You can find us, or we'll find you.
Yeah.
Um, so thank you everybody for joining. Um, we should all probably just take another deep breath together. I don't know, to ground ourselves
Yeah.
back in space.
A deep breath in,
Everybody,
let it out. Oh my God, should I do another one of these? Another deep breath
keep
in.
watching to watch Kayla die on camera tonight. My God, that
It's
is
been
a
kind of fun.
it is that is a very beautiful bong.
Thank you. Adulting.
Wow. Well, thank you everyone who joined. Um, and we'd like to thank our chosen deities for this session. Oh, right. Our chosen deities this week, month, Lena Waite and Cynthia Erivo. Did you guys know they were together? I just learned. I'm late to the party.
Oh my God, I not to I have to break some news about them to you.
Really? Do you want to do it
Yeah.
now or afterwards?
Oh, well they guess it's like a scandal how they got together. There was
Okay.
cheating
Wow.
supposedly. But it's good. But I still love them together. I still hope that they're happy and good for them.
You know what? Good for them. And I'm going to say they're still our chosen deities for that reason even more. We love our messy
Exactly. On
idols.
this St. Patrick's Day that we're kind of iffy about.
And Kayla's going to tell me more about it, but we are going to end the show now. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for joining us. Hello to Val, if you watch, and Alice, go to bed. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next time on the Witching Hour.
Bye.
Bye.